Hi, good, thank you.
My name's Kira. Take a seat. What's your name?
I'm Tia Brown.
Nice to meet you. Before we start anything today, I just want to go through the confidentiality policy, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Before we start, I'll just explain everything that is discussed today will be confidential unless stated. Your privacy information is to be kept protected and secure under our policies and procedures.
Yep.
So tell me what brings you in today.
I have a rental and I found some mold growing. I've reported it to the landlord, but he's not interested in addressing it at all. So I don't really know what to do to move forward from here.
I understand that must be such a frustrating situation. I am here to help. Before we proceed any further with that, I have to explain your rights and my rights for today. And as the client, you have the right to dignity and respect. You have the right to be informed and participate in decision making and cease service at any time if you're not happy with our service. And me, as a worker, as a service provider, I have the right to be treated with respect, to receive appropriate behaviour, and to set and maintain professional boundaries. Do you understand and agree?
Yes.
Okay. Some information in regards to your situation that I have found. I've found some websites that might help us out. We've got rewa.com.au, morrisonblackburn.com.au, and Consumer Protection, which sometimes you can make reports about tenants on consumerprotection.com.au.
Okay.
And a few rights that pertain to your situation are in Western Australia, tenants have the right to live in a property free from mould, and landlords have the responsibility to address mould issues promptly.
Okay.
Tenants are responsible for reporting mould and maintaining ventilation to prevent mould. If landlords fail to address the issue, the tenant can issue a breach of notice, seek legal action such as a rent reduction or termination of lease.
Okay, cool.
What are you interested in gaining from this meeting today?
Basically I just want to have a home that's free from harm from my children, and I need to have this addressed immediately as I want my life to go back to normal.
Do you want to proceed with making a report on your landlord?
Yes, please.
What outcome are you hoping to gain from this process?
Basically I want to report the breach and have the landlord fix the mold because I like living where I am. I love my home.
Okay. The rights that I find that are being breached right now is the breach of tenancy agreement, breach of the Residential Tenancy Act, and right to have a habitable living space.
Yeah.
Some options to address your rights and meet your outcomes are: we'll email a breach of notice to your landlord. We could attend a mediation with your landlord to have someone in the middle to help both of you to discuss the matter. You have a right to make a complaint and for your complaint to be addressed fairly and with clear and accessible process.
Okay.
You can do this by collecting documentation and evidence, advising your landlord that you're going to take the complaint further, and write a formal complaint to Consumer Protection. Some risks and safety concerns I have for you and your children are damage to your property, respiratory health because your child has asthma, I think you mentioned, and vulnerable people at risk like yourself and your children. I want to minimize these risks as much as possible, so I'd suggest addressing any health concerns immediately with a doctor. So I have one that we can get in contact for you if you would like me to refer your son.
Yes, please.
And we need to move all of your belongings out of the area and block off the room so the mold cannot damage your things and the kids can't come into contact with it.
Okay.
Okay, so before we proceed any further, I'll just complete this checklist with you I get you to complete this checklist. It just assesses if you're able to self-advocate for yourself in these situations and if you need assistance or not.
Yeah.
So I can just help you. So have you got reliable transport at the moment?
No,
And what transport do you have?
I usually catch the bus.
Okay, and do you have access to a computer?
No.
And what about internet and email?
Yeah, on my phone.
Okay, and do you have access to your phone at all times?
Yeah.
And your confidence skills, like have you got written and verbal communication skills? Like do you feel you're strong with those skills?
I didn't really finish school, so I'm not really great with reading and writing.
Okay, no worries. And do you feel you're quite shy or very confident?
Probably more shy than I am confident, especially talking firmly.
Okay, no problems. And do you have like a support network around you, like friends and family or partner?
Not really. I moved interstate, so I don't really have any family or friends over here.
Okay. And do you need to? Do you have time in the day to complete all the paperwork and everything to do with the complaints process and everything like that?
Not really as much as I could because I have the kids and work.
Okay, no problem. We can try and sort that out. And what issues are you mainly concerned about?
Just the fact that I'm a single mum with 3 kids and I'm overwhelmed by all the stress and the health problems that are coming with this mold, like especially my son that has asthma, like it could lead to further issues that can come up as well.
I understand that must be very, very hard. Okay, so I've had a look at this sheet of paper, I've filled in all the questions, and it says it's come back with suggesting you may need some assistance with the advocacy. In this case, are you happy for me to advocate for you?
Yeah.
And that's for you.
Yeah.
How would you like to proceed?
I'd like your assistance to make a start with lodging the breach notice to the Consumer Protection and a complaint so that the landlord can go forward with removing the mold from my home.
Okay, yep, we can do that. All right, I will fill in this paperwork and then we'll go from there. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to fill out this little action plan. This kind of gives us the goals of what to do to move forward. So I've written in the goals section, so we'll seek advice. So I think we'll do some online research and make some calls, and maybe I've heard of the Tenants Advice line that might be helpful, and we can call them as soon as possible. And we have to call and report the breach. So we'll advise the landlord of a breach of notice, and we'll seek to remedy the breach and identify a cause in the breach, and we'll do that through Consumer Protection.
Okay.
We'll complete a complaint, take photos and put evidence, and do this all online through Consumer Protection. We'll apply and move into temporary housing if you're happy for that, so you're not putting anyone at risk with the mold and your belongings. So remove anything that can be damaged and advise the landlord of a temporary move.
Okay.
We can do that through the family housing program if you're happy with that. And the mold to be removed, hopefully, that is our goal. So we'll call and advise the landlord of the date you need the mold removed by. Any barriers with this plan would be you take a lot of public transport, so it's really hard for you to attend meetings. So we've said that maybe we can do online chat platforms for this, for any meetings in the future.
Okay.
And because your phone's always on silent with your children and work, we'll book meeting times so you can make yourself available at those times. We're not just bringing calls onto you.
Yeah.
So I will assist to read forms and documents, and I'll help you filling out forms because you're not too confident doing that on your own. And with the asthma for your child, we'll contact the temporary housing, and the family doctor that I have on call as well.
Okay.
So, and with all the stress from all of this situation, we're going to apply for a reduction in rent for yourself. So that's one less thing you have to stress about.
Yeah.
And we can even put you in like contact with a psychologist as well, just so you don't get too stressed out from all of this situation and you have a support network there. So we can do that through Headspace.
Okay.
So, and then I put some notes. Where did my notes go? Thought we had notes down there. Okay. All right. So I'll just go into here. And just a reminder that everything will be kept confidential within our policies and procedures, and your information will be kept private. Can you sign off on the action plan for me, just to say you're happy with these goals and plans?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Done.
Okay, that's all we have to do today, and I'll be in contact with you shortly.
All right. Talk to you later.
Thank you. Okay, sorry to bring you in again, but I've had some information. I'm sorry to inform you that the organisation came back to us and said that they don't agree with our terms that we made the complaint. I feel like we should not stop here because I feel like your rights are not being met. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. So what do we do now?
Landlords are responsible for ensuring the property is free from mould and hazards and are in good repair. They are obligated to provide a habitable living space. I feel that we have a strong case and we need to take it further.
Okay.
We can lodge a complaint to the Consumer Protection to advise that we are not happy with the service, and we can email them asking if they can reconsider and assess the matter.
Yeah.
If they do not approve our request, we will contact the State Administration Tribunal, who specialises in disputes between landlords and tenants, and contact legal aid for advice.
Okay.
Some things that we need to address in the complaint is gather paperwork, evidence, photos, add date, extent of mould correspondence with the landlord, what outcome you would like under what timeline. I am happy to correspond with the complaints department regularly if you are happy for me to, as you have worked with children and no computer access.
Yes, please. That would be great.
I'll keep in contact with you and give you regular updates on the matter and advise you on any progress.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Is there anything else that you are concerned about this at this time with this process?
Well, due to dealing with this while raising the kids and working, I've been quite stressed and overwhelmed with everything.
That's not good. I can get a head start and book that Headspace appointment that we were talking about, and then you can have a chat, and then I can book some. Oh, you can even do that over a video chat if that's a little bit less off your plate with transport.
Yes, please.
No problem. I will see you again soon for our next steps.
Okay, bye.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
I'm calling to advise you that the tribunal has been in contact with the landlord and has resolved the matter. The landlord has agreed to remedy the mould. You will just need to stay in temporary housing for 2 more weeks while the cleaning and repairs are being made.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. For the trouble you have encountered, they have approved your rent rebate, so that through the WA Rent Relief Program, so you don't have to pay full rent during this time that you're away.
Oh, that's so helpful. Thank you.
And before I go, I'd just like to ask your feedback on how my service was, please.
Everything was great, but you were not very fast at replying to my phone calls and emails.
Oh, I apologise so much. I'll be more mindful of that in the future and make sure to check my phone and emails every hour. Thank you. It was great meeting you, and I'm happy that we were able to resolve the issue.
Thank you. Bye.
One more thing with the feedback. I've sent you a feedback form that I have in front of me. I'll send that in the post. If you could fill that out for me just so I have it in writing, and then I can address those issues.
Yep, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, I'm just meeting with you today to just discuss some concerns I have in the workplace of legal and ethical situations that are going on in the workplace.
Yep.
Actually, hi, I'm just coming in today to address some legal and ethical situations that I've come across in the workplace. And I know that everything discussed today will be kept confidential unless stated, and our private information will be kept protected and secure under our policies and procedures. Some things that I wanted to discuss with you today are the breaches of legal rights of the clients, such as neglect, not enough staff, and bed sores are coming. Like there's some residents with bed sores, violations of privacy, such as doors being kept open in the bedrooms,
Yeah.
consent for residents dressing and bathing on their own when safe to do so, and confidentiality, such as residents' medical files are just being left out on the desks, and they're being left open so other people can just see it, and computers are not password protected.
Okay.
Some ethical issues and dilemmas I've identified are conflicts of interest, such as having friends and families work at the facility, and some people are accepting money or gifts from the residents, and not respecting the culture and beliefs of the clients or employees, such as celebrating holidays or accepting the food from their culture.
Okay.
Work practices that I feel need improvements to meet legal responsibilities are to provide more staff to resident ratio to ensure residents' hygiene is addressed adequately, doors to be kept closed for residents' privacy, to provide locked cabinets and password protected computers.
Yep.
Some ethical responsibilities are to give the residents more choices over their own care if safe to do so. All concerns and complaints raised and to be respected and reported and investigated. To treat all residents equally with dignity and respect regardless of background and cultural preference. Employees not to accept gifts or money for residents. And some more improvements. Updated training, regular meetings to discuss policies and procedures regarding privacy, care and discrimination, to provide easy accessible complaints processes. And there is a ethical issue where a resident complained about a man or one of the other residents going into her bedroom. She reported it to the coordinator, and the coordinator just said she was making up stories and didn't want to report it. So I feel like this is an ethical issue, and I have made up a little fact sheet that I think might be helpful for this to be resolved in the future. Such as, if there's a breach of code or conduct in regards to an employee, please use reporting and complaints procedure below. And within our code of conduct, our organisation is committed to creating an environment free from harassment, discrimination, and all employees are expected to treat others with respect and professionalism, protect the privacy of people, act with integrity, honesty and transparency, promptly raise and act on concerns about matters that impact quality and safety of care, support and services of the residents. Some examples of breaches: failing to protect the privacy, confidentiality of residents, failing to report abuse, neglect and exploitation, and failing to act with honesty, integrity and connection with their engagement. And the fact sheet explains, if a person in charge is not responding to a complaint that has been made by a resident or staff member, escalate this to a higher authority such as a supervisor. Follow the workplace code of conduct. All complaints are to be accepted. Report and respond to complaints in a timely manner. Fill out an online form including dates, time, incident location, people concerned, outcomes wanted, and if it's urgent or non-urgent, with up-to-date correct information. Keep documentation in a secure location. Support and assist a staff member with complaints process. Open disclosure on any incidents. Assess if advocate is needed. Keep information confidential, investigate the matter, put any acceptable procedures in place to remove any immediate harm whilst the complaint is being dealt with, respond and offer resolution options in a timely manner, and if it's not dealt with appropriately, report to HR or the Commission, and offer feedback and advice. Okay.